Strategy Simulation is designed for the new ventures, entrepreneurship, business policy, and capstone business courses. It exposes the participant to all the aspects of business. The decision content includes marketing, product development, traditional and web sales channel, human resource management, as well as the fundamentals of finance, accounting, and operations. The game is set for 6 quarters or decision rounds, with each round taking 1.5 to 2 hours to complete. You will start a new firm, which will enter the microcomputer business. The firm will be introducing a new line of microcomputers into 4 international markets. Your goal is to build a profitable company. There are 3 market segments to serve in the PC market. Each segment has different needs and requires a different marketing strategy to appeal to it. In order to provide the seed capital, your executive team will invest money in your own firm by selling stock to yourselves. You will invest $2 million in the first quarter and then another $2 million in the next 2 quarters. Later on, you will be able to receive up to $4 million in additional investment from venture capitalists as well as a conventional loan from the bank. The balanced scorecard is the most important measure of your firm's total performance. It evaluates your performance in all areas of business to produce a total score. You will be able to watch your score throughout the exercise. You will need to analyze the initial market research data. You will review the customer needs for each segment, ranked in terms of their importance. Additional information will tell you how the customers will use their computers, what price they are willing to pay, what the market potential and media preferences are for each segment. You will also learn about the typical workers' compensation plans in the industry. After you have analyzed the market research, you will need to decide on your initial market strategy. Part of this strategy will be to select your primary and secondary target segments. You will design a product for each of your target segments. The design process will include naming your product and selecting its features from the list of available components. Later on, you will be able to invest in research and development of new components. Although expensive, these new components will enable you to design new products that will better meet the needs of your target customers. You will also be able to license these R&D technologies to or from your competitors. You will be able to design several ads and link them with specific brands or use them to advertise for the company as a whole. The ad design process will include naming the ad and selecting which benefits will be mentioned. You will then indicate how many times you want your ads to appear in the media during the quarter. The next step will be to price your products. You may also offer a rebate to entice price-conscious customers. Entering a sales priority will tell your sales staff which brands should have the most selling emphasis. You will specify which sales offices you wish to open. You will start with one office and then expand in the future. Note both the setup cost and the lease cost associated with each location. You will hire salespeople for your sales offices. Be aware of the annual compensation per salesperson in each city. You can also train some of your salespeople to focus on a specific segment or service support. The extra training cost is listed in the table. In addition to traditional sales offices, you may set up regional web centers, which will serve and support the customers who shop on the Internet. If you have a web center, you will decide how many sales and technical support personnel to hire for your web sales channel. There are tactics that you can deploy to increase the number of visitors to your website. Each of them has an associated setup cost. You will need to choose a quarterly budget and, in some cases, pay commission to business partners. More options will become available in later quarters. Similarly, you will deploy tactics that increase the probability that visitors to your website will buy while they are there. You will decide on compensation plans for your employees. The report lists the typical Salesforce compensation package for all electronics firms. The productivity of your salespeople will be affected by how well your compensation package compares to your competition and the norm for the electronics industry. You will decide how much to pay your salespeople and what kinds of benefits they will receive. You will be adjusting this decision in the future as you compete with the compensation plans of other firms in the market. You will be making similar decisions about your factory workers' compensation. You will choose a plant location and specify its initial capacity in units per day. You will be able to increase this capacity in the future. Pay attention to the capital investment necessary for each increase in capacity. You will forecast your demand and set your factory's operating capacity. By setting the operating capacity, you decide what portion of the plant capacity to use. This will determine how many workers to hire, how fast to run the production line, and how many units to produce each workday. You will decide which brands should be produced during the current quarter and what will be the maximum inventory to be held in storage at the end of the quarter. A factory projections tool will allow you to estimate the ending inventory, stockouts, production costs, and factory efficiencies based on different demand estimates. As you run different demand scenarios, you will be able to analyze their impact in the pro forma accounting statements. As you make your business decisions, the expenses or investments will be posted to the appropriate accounting ledger, and your cash flow statement, income statement, and balance sheet will be adjusted accordingly. You will be able to prepare the financial projections for your company. These pro forma accounting statements will reflect all of your expenses and projected revenues during the current quarter. After each decision period, you will review your cash flow, income statement, and balance sheet. These statements allow you to watch your cash position, profits, inventory, debt, and assets. Throughout the exercise, you will receive an assortment of feedback information for your firm to review. You will find out how customers reacted to your marketing activities, as well as those of your competitors. You will see how your decisions have affected your firm financially. You will also learn about the strategic and tactical decisions of your competitors. You will receive detailed market demand and market share reports. You will review the information about your demand, revenues, and lost sales. This information will be broken out by brand and sales channel. Similar reports will help you analyze the brand profitability and sales channel profitability. You will receive detailed feedback about the quality of your marketing decisions. The brand judgment measures how much a market segment likes the design of each brand on a scale from 0 to 100. The ad judgment will help you analyze the quality of your ad designs. The price judgment will tell you how satisfied the customers were with the price of each brand on the market. You will also be able to review the activity and costs of your production line in the previous quarter. Note the stockouts and ending inventory. Additional information that you receive with the results will include details about your competitors' demand, brand designs, and their reliability, prices, ad campaigns, factory and sales office locations, Salesforce and web support decisions, workers' compensation plans, and a host of financial industry ratios. In the course of the exercise, you will continually analyze your results and improve your strategy and tactics. You will expand your brand assortment and enter into new markets with the goal of increasing your market share and profits. The decision content will be gradually expanded as the game progresses. After the last decision round, you will be presented with your final performance score. The score will be based on the cumulative balanced scorecard for the last 4 quarters.